Well, welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Football Show.
Put that finger, that's it, Colin. Welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers around the world. And it's interstate. It's a very mild, warm day for a change in Chelsea. Bit of a change for good. I mean, the last months we've had were just over the top, and now we're getting. I should have a shorts on, but I'll put them on tomorrow.
Yeah, he was threatening to take his pants off earlier, but
yeah, well,
we had a few complaints.
The old flashes,
yeah.
Those flashy days are gone, so that's right. And now we've got some bit of a nostalgia
from
stuff.
Yesteryear.
Mr. Peatling, get your head right, Barry boy, when you're putting this up here.
Yeah.
This is when...
wrong way, Charlie.
Over here.
Almost there. There we go, perfect. What's that about? Peatling's absence.
Yeah.
Full swing game.
Well, that was the last home and away game in the Wimmer League in the early 60s. I'd done my leg in the last 5 minutes of the game, and cut a long story short, I missed 6 weeks in plaster, and that was the headline on the Friday before the game. And he was dead right, because we got beaten at Jim Villa, fixed us up in the first semi, and we were out. But that was a pretty good headline for a young man, 18, 19 year old. And
18, 19. How old were you then?
Just going on 19, yeah.
I thought it was 18, 19. That's a long time ago.
Back in the dark ages. No, that was and it sparked me up when I was in hospital too. So there you go, all the viewers out there. You've probably seen it 1,000 times. I'll show you again. But it was a pretty good headline, huh?
Yeah. So let's get into the finals. You went to both finals.
Yeah,
yeah. Do you want to talk about the Manalizer one first?
Well,
just briefly.
I'll give that a quick bit of a coverage.
You've got the score and everything.
I've got the score.
That was
I'll give you a brief summary of the game. It wasn't
Pines versus Manalizer.
Pines versus Manalizer, and the teams. I mean, the side Manalizer, they could go a step further next week, but Pines were very disappointing. They were level at half time. They got beaten by they get like 10 goals, and they just saw their stars and fire up, and it was sort of a bit pathetic. But,
was that the elimination game?
Yep, elimination.
Okay, so the Pines are out.
Yeah. No, Pines, no.
No, Pines are back in.
No, Pines are playing next week.
That was the qualifying final.
Yeah, Pines are playing bonbeach next week, but the scores were Manalizer, 18 goals, 8 to Pines, pathetic, 8-7.
Okay, so thanks for that update. You wanted to say something about Tim Bongetti?
Tim Bongetti, oh, that's outstanding. It's amazing who you meet in this football when you go to watch the football, and this fella that happens, I was still alive to him and says he was following Pines.
Yeah.
And he just so happens to be the father of Tim Bongetti, who is a superstar, and he was telling me all about him, and he'll be playing next week. He's a very wiry sort of fellow, this Tim Bongetti. I haven't seen him much at all, because I don't follow Pines, but he's a superstar, and he'll be playing next week. He's going to get an injection in his ankle, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
But we had a good chat, and he was. I told him about my YouTube, and he told me about his
card.
He's got his
business card.
He's a very show
the people his business card.
He's been on the media back on the radio days with Brian Taylor. I told him, I said, have a look at the video on Monday. Right, what's his name?
Tim.
Ronnie Bongetti. I said, have a look at it. I'll give you a mention, and he was with the superstars on the radio, Colin. Brian Taylor on a radio show. I used to listen to that show years ago. It went from 10:30 till 12 o'clock.
Right.
And he was, Ronnie, it's a small world.
Small world. Okay, so that's the result of that game. We'll get into the bigger coverage of the EDS versus bonbeach ground and condition, crowding conditions.
Colin, the ground at Frankston Park is the best. It's the best condition I've seen it for years, and it's just a credit to whoever's looking at it. It was just perfect. I mean, and where we stand in the middle of the ground, you can see both ends.
Right.
Like I was telling you during the season, Kimeringle, Manalizer, and Frankston Watch W, you can't see anything down the other end of the ground. But this ground, if you can't play football on this ground, Colin, give it away.
Not a bad day too.
Beautiful day.
Yeah. So let's talk about the first half then, Barry.
Yeah, the first half, the first quarter was pretty even first half, just feeling each other out. Luke Damon was on target with a couple of early goals. So at quarter time, it was EDS 4-2 to bonbeach 3-3. It looked as though it was going to be pretty tough. Well, it was pretty even match. But in the second quarter, another even quarter, Dylan Jones, number 27, Colin.
He's a star.
Ruck with 27. He had about 40 knockouts.
Yeah.
Was winning the ruck duels, and Macca was just starting to get in the game. But I'll tell you about him later. He never got out of second gear all day, Macca, but he's a superstar. So half time, EDS 5-3 to bonbeach 6-6. Only a goal in it.
Okay, so tight game, getting into the second half.
Oh, it was just warming up, Colin. It was pretty ordinary first half. But the third quarter,
yeah.
Bonbeach started to take over with Chris Bryan, ex-Collingwood.
Yes.
Number 1, he's about 6'14".
Yeah.
And he goes with half-time call there. Chris Bryan and Dylan Jones, they were taking over early in the first half, but they just took control of the game and of course taking over the game and making everything look easy. They must have had 40 knockouts between the whole day, a lot of them. And of course, then Macca went up another gear, as I said before. He was only on second gear for most of the game, but I'll tell you about him later.
Right.
The three-quarter time, Bonbeach were 11-10 to EDS 7-5. It was still 4 goals in it.
The game,
the game was still up in the open here, and
getting into the last quarter then, Barry.
The last quarter, Colin, they just blew EDS away, kicking 8 goals to EDS 1.
Right.
They were too good, just too good, and on the day, Colin, beg your pardon.
Yep.
And the final score was Bonbeach 19-17 to EDS pathetic 8-7.
Right, so another blowout.
It was like...
So that's the elimination final, so EDS are gone.
They're going, they're having a holiday next week, yeah. So you want the goal kickers, right?
Goal kickers, give us the goal kickers.
Goal kickers, I mentioned Luke Damon earlier, he finished up with 6 straight, Colin.
Yeah.
6 straight, took some beautiful marks. This Hewlett, I'll tell you something about him later, he kicked 3 goals, Macca kicked 2. I'll tell you about one of the goals he kicked in the last quarter.
Yeah.
Tom Hogan, that's a nice common name from way back, isn't it? Tom Hogan, you want to know the film star? That was Tom, what's your name? No.
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan's brother, yeah. Daniel Smith kicked 1, Dylan Jones kicked 1, Chris Bryan kicked 2.
Yep, excellent. So give us the group of best players then, Gary.
The best players, I haven't mentioned him yet, but Gary Carpenter, he used to play for Chelsea. Look, I tell you what, he's captain, but he is one of the best marksman sides I've seen around for a long time. Gary, you played, I've seen him after before the game, I've seen him after the game. Played a top game all day, good captain's game. Of course, Macca.
Yeah.
McDonald, 2 votes.
Hang on, we haven't got the votes yet.
Oh, that's what we're doing. Best players, sharp.
Give away the
We got all about that.
Yeah.
Getting all excited there.
Is this the votes?
Hewlett, Macca kicked 2 goals. Tom Hogan 1 goal.
No, not the goals, mate. The best players. We've done the goals.
We done the goals.
Yeah, you got that round the wrong way, but anyway.
Smarten up, Barry.
Smarten up, our best players, Barry.
Now you want the...
No, give me the best players.
Oh, here they are. Here they are.
Yeah. Chris Bryan.
Settle down. Hewlett.
Hewlett.
Luke Damon, Macca, McDonald, Shane McDonald, Gary Carpenter, Chris Bryan, and Dylan Jones.
Right, very good.
So, right now.
Okay, we're back on track now.
Yeah.
1 vote.
1 vote to Luke Damon, who kicked 6 goals straight.
Wow.
And you give a couple away. Took some brilliant marks.
Well done.
Ex-Chelsea fella.
2 votes.
Shane McDonald,
McDonald.
Macca, his name is.
Macca,
2 votes.
Yes. And 3 votes.
Hang on, he had about 29 possessions over his day, but whatever possession he had, did waste.
3 votes.
3 votes to the captain, Gary Carpenter. Played a top game all day, and his marking is astounding to me, some of the marks he took on the patch on Saturday, I'll tell you, on Sunday. Top game, does a boy.
Any highlights, Barry? Give us the
highlights.
I've
got some highlights, I certainly have. The highlights here, number 1, the ruck work of Chris Bryan and Dylan Jones. They were far too good for EDS. They just controlled the whole game, Colin, from the rucks. And the mark around the ground was, I reckon Chris Bryan had about between 10 and 12 marks.
Yeah.
Easy. Easy. Of course, there's another highlight here. It was Luke Damon kicking for a goal. It was spot on, as I said before. 6 goals straight. They kicked a couple of 50-metre goals. And the goal of the day, the goal of the year, Colin, goes to Owen Hewlett from Bonbeach.
Yeah. What did he do?
On the grandstand side, in the third quarter, he took 3 opponents, got around 3 opponents on the side of in the forward pocket and kicked this beautiful goal. Would be the goal of the year.
Wow.
I tell you now, that's a big statement to make, but it was. It was a fun, unbelievable play, that. And of course, Macca's last quarter goal went 65 metres.
Wow.
65 metres without a shadow of doubt.
What's the biggest goal you've ever seen?
Well, I kicked a 65-yard goal. A couple of them, many moves ago.
You know, I saw a goal by a Collingwood reserves player. He kicked a goal from the back of the square. So
that's over 70.
What I mean is the back of the square, so further than the centre line.
Centre half back is
defensive. Centre half back.
Where was that?
So about from 60 metres outside his goal, his own goal. He kicked the ball over the square.
Where was this?
I seen it in the. There was a big howling.
Oh, the gale.
Big howling gale, and he kicked the goal. Bounced through, but it kicked the goal.
Yeah, well, Macca's goal bounced through too, but that fella, he'll watch him spark up next week. I tell you now, he was only in second gear. He just got in there when they needed him because after especially the last quarter, he started to take over the game because we were just bonbeach were just well, they six.
Going to bonbeach.
Yeah,
I'll be going to watch that. Chelsea players and Macca and.
Oh, yeah, he's an ex-player, but.
Okay, so could you tell me what's happening next week, Barry?
I certainly will. On the Saturday, Pines are playing. I'm pretty sure that's Saturday. I might have to be sort of get that verified.
Yeah.
On the but I'm going to the Bonbeach game, and the Mount Eliza plays YCW.
So Pines plays Bonbeach, Mount Eliza plays YCW.
I reckon that'll be on the Sunday game, YCW.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I reckon
that'll be for possible.
I think Mount Eliza.
I think one of those is to get into the grand final.
Yeah,
and the other two
go to a preliminary final.
Yeah, preliminary.
But I think YCW will just fix up with Mount Eliza, and I reckon Bonbeach will fix up Pines, and it'll be Bonbeach. Mount Eliza preliminary final, and I reckon Bonbeach will go straight to the grand final after beating them.
Okay.
So that's my little forecast prediction for next week. But both the games are pretty good game, but the Sunday game was by far the better.
Cheerios, Barry.
Cheerios, yeah, we got some Cheerios here from my little darling Alma and her, and I'll give her a daughter.
Hello, Alma.
And her daughter Mary Rose. She's got two daughters, Colin. Yeah. Mary Rose and Mary Ann.
Right, that makes sense.
Makes it easy to remember the names, doesn't it?
Hello.
Mary one and Mary two. And of course, PH, Sandy and Carlos.
Hello.
Oh, those things going, PH. Maybe, yeah, you can be PH.
Not bad.
I'd like to give you a ring this week and see what's going on. Tell me a bit more about Jerry. Jerry's got a little bit of a problem, but I hope he gets through that. But I'll give you a ring probably Tuesday or Wednesday night, PH.
Keep your phone lines open.
Keep it open and.
Not too late though, Barry.
No, I don't ring it. You've got to ring him up pretty early because he
needs his beauty sleep.
No, he looks after
people.
Carlos. He looks after Carlos. He babysits Carlos.
Young'uns.
So is that all we got?
No,
tell the people.
I
got some photos for Tony. Oh yeah, beg your pardon.
Tony.
Got a cheerio out of Tony Cornwell, my superstar #1 cousin here. Give us a call, Tony, later tonight when you get nothing to do after 8 o'clock, as I said last week. We had a good chat last week. Yep. He's a tough fella. Because I said how's things going, didn't I, Jerry? As it goes, I'll say again, mate. As things go, I hope you can keep your chin up, mate.
Show me photos.
And there's these photos, Tony, I was telling you about.
Hide them.
He's going to get some photos of my parents.
Tell us who they are.
Yep, he'll love this.
#1 photo.
There's all my aunties. There's my mother. There's the whole Ferguson there. Tommy Ferguson in the back there, Kevin, Uncle Aubrey, and my mum, Auntie Mary, Auntie Liv, and Auntie Nellie. So, yeah, that gets a good focus there. So, but he's got to get a photo for me from his daughter, my family. And here is my grandfather.
#2 photo. Hang on.
I was terrified of him. I was terrified.
Pretty terrifying.
I was. He was. He was. I reckon I got a bit of my grandpa in me too. That's a bit weird. Well, I don't know about that, because he was pretty rugged. And there's me mum, grandpa and auntie. That's in St Ignatius Church in Richmond.
Wow, there you have it.
Who the fur coat? Auntie Mary's a rich woman, see?
There's about 10 animals had to die because of that. Okay, next one.
It's the last
one. Here we
go. People might like these scenes. They're very good old-fashioned photos, those.
Yeah.
And that's Auntie Mary on the right, Uncle Jack, he was a star, and Auntie Evelyn, that's my mum. Right. She's got the same bloody dress on there, hasn't she?
Hello. What? The bloke's got a dress
on? No, my mum's got the same dress.
Okay, alright.
Oh no.
No, different dress.
My mother was a very attractive woman.
What happened?
My mother died of cancer in 19...
So whose looks did you get?
I got... He's smart, Carl. My mother was a very handsome woman. See on the left, with a big hat?
Yeah.
She died...
I thought that was a man.
No. She died when she's 53 by cancer. Oh, she was a tough, but she toughed it out. But that was a... Tony, you'll love them photos.
There you go, Tony.
That's for you, mate. So when you get your photos, post them now. His daughter's got some photos I've never seen.
So there's our Cheerios and all extra photo shoot.
Yeah, so next week I'll be only covering the one game. I'll go and cover the bonbeach game, and but I'll give you the scores and whatever happens of the other game, and for the following week will be the preliminary final, and then the grand final. So we've got 3 weeks of football, haven't we?
Yeah, good
3 games, and plus the fact that it was a good exhibition on Sunday, but Saturday game was pretty ordinary. But anyway, apart from all that, I've done all what I'm supposed to do, haven't I?
That's all.
See you all next week.
See you then.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Blue button.
Bye bye.
Bye. Blue button.
We forgot to press the button, didn't we?